Welcome, welcome, guys, to another episode of Street Smarts and Bad Decisions, where survival is the curriculum and the streets are the classroom. So I'm over here at this 7-Eleven down the street from my house, actually. So I frequent this 7-Eleven quite often. And there's a guy here by the name of Dreshawn. I've done an interview with him, and I had a chance to speak with him about what he's going through, and get a little bit into his life, because I always see him here, but we never really spoke. So I definitely had a chance to talk with him. And what he does is he'll stand at the door, and he opens and opens the door for people when they come in and when they leave, just to put a little bit of extra money in his pockets. He is partially houseless, so I just wanted to get his touch on homelessness and what his thoughts are. So this is that video. I hope you guys enjoy. So please like, subscribe, and share. If you like anything on this video, please do that. So thank you guys. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon.
You could.
Good to go. All right. So how's your day so far?
It's going good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's something that's happened good for you today? Like, you experienced any blessings today?
Yeah, well, today, I would say like the other day, I had won $100 on the scratcher from here, and $8 scratch, two $8 scratchers, and two $4 scratchers, and one $2 scratcher.
Nice.
So that kind of made my day.
That's right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
Well, I was birthed in Paramount.
Paramount?
Yeah.
I know that very well. Yeah. And you grew up over there?
Not really. I was in and out of I was in a foster care called Rosemary Children's Services.
Okay.
From 9 years old all the way to 18, because they didn't let me choose what I want to do until I was old enough to speak for myself.
Okay. So then, once you had that choice,
I moved back with grandma.
you moved back with your grandma.
And then things happened, and I worked for on and off a little bit in the warehousing for my uncle, and my mom helped me get on.
Okay. So in that process, how did you become houseless?
Well, me, because my grandma, she's strict. She's very strict. If you don't go to school, you gotta at least have a job to stay in her house. Is what she tells us.
Got it.
So I understood that. I let her know that I understood that. This is the fact that I couldn't find a job. So I got kicked out. Then I had to go all the way to my mom's. And she was staying with a friend, but her friend didn't mind me staying there for a while. And then I got kicked out of there because she figured I just was going to sit on my butt the whole time and do nothing. And then I went back to my grandma, and we made up. We apologized for our incidents, and then it happened again because I couldn't find a job, and I wasn't in school. She put me out. So that time when I did go back with my mom and her friend, there was a penny saver on the table. I looked through it. I was looking through it, and then I saw on there it said nurse assisting for a school called ICDC. So I got involved with nursing.
Nice.
And but I was so mentally disturbed, emotionally damaged from what I was going through, I didn't continue going to school.
Right.
So that was a problem there too. But I also looked in the penny saver another day, and I saw where they had warehousing and stuff. And my mom was like, "Oh, I could have been told you that I know a spot where you can work." So she helped me get with the warehousing. I mean, the pay it was minimum. It was like $6.75. and they weren't giving me a lot of hours. So,
Hard to live off of that. Yeah, for
and there was other people working too. So they had to let other people continue working also. And I kept calling and they said, well, you don't need to keep calling us. We'll call you if we find any work for you. At first it was going good. They gave me a lot of hours and they even gave me overtime hours. But after a while, they just stopped giving me work. And so I kind of fell off with that. Went back with my grandma and got into a fight with my uncle. See, that's where it all began. That's how I got here. Because I was sleeping at my uncle's, and we got into a fight afterwards, like way after the fact. And my grandma, she lived in Barstow. So when we got into a fight, I took off. But when I came back, she was gone. I was supposed to get a ride from her back to Barstow because that's where we were living. And from there, I was homeless for a whole month.
Yeah.
I was sitting on the ground outside a liquor store one time, and my mom, she hit the corner with one of her friends, and she saw that there was something really wrong. So she took me to the hospital to diagnose to see what's wrong with me. And they were telling me, you seem like you have like depression, suicidal thoughts.
So your homelessness has a lot to do with mental health issues.
Yeah.
And then do you think that those, like, are you using right now? No judgment. Are you using right now or anything like that? It's just clearly the mental health issues.
Just cigarettes and beer.
Got you. So that's the thing too about homelessness that I want to spread awareness of. It doesn't have to be drugs that you're homeless. It can be mental health issues. And you know, there's very little help for those people. So if I may ask you guys, you know, in your opinion, what do you think most people misunderstand about someone who ends up homeless? What do you think people misunderstand about?
That's a good question. Well, I don't know what to say besides if you're in my shoes, you'll see exactly how it is, you know?
Right.
But
just kind of gotta live in the shoes to kind of see.
Some people understand and some people don't understand.
Right.
Because I get questioned a lot, like, why am I here? And I let them know I get like $1,400 a month from SSI to stay in the boarding care where I'm at. But I hold a check, they only give me $179. So
got you.
This is what I do to get a little bit extra more money.
Right. What do you think is the hardest part about living outside or being houseless? What do you think the hardest part is?
Well, you gotta watch your back, and you just wondering where the next meal gonna come. There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of layers to this.
Where could I go freshen up, take a shower or something?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, what is one thing you've learned about people from living this life, like other people? What is one thing you've picked up off of other people while living this life? Just regular people out there in this world who aren't homeless.
I see them as normal people.
Are they helpful to you in any way, shape, or form?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Right.
But like I said, to really understand, you just really need to walk a mile in my shoes to understand.
Facts.
Because I can tell you all day long, and you might not understand. You might understand, but you might not really understand.
Exactly. I get that as having that experience my own self. Let's see. Well, if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would that be?
Like, what do you mean?
Like when you were a kid, what would be one thing that you could tell yourself to kind of learn from those actions or those experiences today?
Oh, well, it's time to grow up because I'm getting older and things is not going to always come my way unless I work for it.
That's a good answer. That's a great answer. Okay, well, second to last is we're almost done. I like to give an opportunity for people to tell me like a story. It could be a good story. It could be, a kind of crazy story. It could be a funny story. It could be a bad story. Like any one little short story about an experience you've had out here. Is there a little something you can tell me about that?
The story?
Yeah, just like an experience you had.
Well, I don't know.
Or would you say like maybe the scratchers? That's a pretty good story.
Yeah, the scratchers really did help me a lot.
Yeah, I'll accept that. That's a good story right there. That's a blessing.
Yeah, I've always thought like, nah, don't do it because you're not gonna win.
Right. You never try, you never win. You don't pay, you don't play, you don't pay. Okay, so and then lastly, if someone is listening and wanted to help, what is the best way? Like, do you have email? Do you have social media?
Social media, email, phone number.
But I wouldn't put your phone number, but if you want to put like your social media out there for any followers that maybe want to help out, they can, send you some cash or help you out in any other way. If you want to put your social media, connect.
Well, I have Facebook.
Okay, what's your Facebook?
You have a pen?
You just put it on there. It'll be on the recording.
Well, my email is DreshawnBrandon@gmail.com.
Can you spell that?
It'll be lowercase DASHAWNNBRANDON
Okay, nice. Excellent. And your Facebook?
The Facebook, Brandon Hardman. First name BRANDON. Last name HARDMAN. That would be my Facebook.
Excellent. Thank you. And I really, I'm going to do my best to get some listeners out there, some followers out there to reach out a hand and, to shoot some help your way. And I really appreciate you doing this interview with me, dude. To be honest, you're my very first interview for my channel. Oh. So it's an honor having you as my first one. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you so much.